All right, fair use. Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wabram. You're back with another lesson, Lord. Wouldn't it be edifying? I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Waha, Rakak Wadash, Barakathi Yahweh, Barakathi Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, and great millstone who taught me the truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord. You see on the highways and byways, prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judges of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua by their faith. So got another lesson I want to bring up through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. As you see, urgent warning, Iran Revolutionary Guard posts Iran to neighboring countries, restraint is over. So it's about to go hot, man. The war is about to go full-fledged. It says, we will target the infrastructure of the American Zionist enemy, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, Jordan, Kuwait, and their partners in the way that will deprive America and its allies in the region's oil and gas for years. Consider this your warning. And see, they're not playing, man. Let me just play the video. So he's speaking Arab, I think Arabic. But you see the warning that they're giving to the neighboring nations that they're about to go full-fledged into war. Now check this out.
Iran is about to launch an attack on Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, and maybe even Texas and Alabama. I'm an Iraq War combat veteran. After I got back from the military and got out, I went to college to study military history. There are multiple reports coming in right now that Havana has taken possession of 300 Shahed drones, and there are Iranian military personnel inside Havana, Cuba, right now. The Gulf states of the United States of America are under direct threat from the Islamic Republic of Iran. These Shahed drones are the ones that Russia is using on Ukraine. It's the one that Iran is using in the Middle East right now. The things that can take out buildings. If Iran gives this order, 300 Shahed drones could head towards the United States and hit their targets within an hour. This is a historical rhyme with the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's going to develop the same exact way. Donald Trump for months has been using the dog whistle of nuclear weapons, but if U.S. assets on U.S. mainland will be attacked, Donald Trump, I think, will explicitly consider the use of nuclear weapons, and that he will do this in public. If Iran actually gives this order to launch these drones from Cuba, then we are in a whole new different fucking ball game. On the other side of this, if Cuba allows these drones to be launched from its territory, then that will be the end of Cuba. The United States on its own territory has not been attacked by a foreign power with a foreign flag since Pearl Harbor. It is yet another development in this new World War. Until next time, guys, drop a follow on TikTok, drop a follow on Instagram, support my work with $5 a month on Instagram to subscribe, or with the Venmo on my bio. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
So you see that they have the missiles already in Cuba. And as you seen in the first video, they told you that we're not holding back. We're not restraining from attacking Babylon the Great or the small hats. So war is about to commence, man. And it will touch here. Now check this out. This is the other video.
Israeli strikes on Iran are imminent. That is exactly what's being reported out of Israel right now. The United States military has hit at least 170 targets within 24 hours. The other retaliatory strikes during the ceasefire were in the single digits of targets. Like it or not, this war is entering a new phase. If you guys have been listening to my previous videos, I said that I think that the Supreme Leader has put out an order for the death of Donald Trump. I think we are seeing a response from the U.S. military based on that order. And because of this order, Donald Trump has given Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu full permission to start conducting strikes against strategic sites inside Iran. Even if the United States destroys the Islamic Republic of Iran, it still is not going to secure the Strait of Hormuz. There is not a military solution to opening up the Strait of Hormuz. If the regime collapses, There will be an insurgency, just like Iraq, and all you have to do is send in a drone or two to hit some of these ships. Once these ships are hit, insurance companies will no longer cover anything going through the Strait of Hormuz, which will effectively shut down the strait. A shoulder fired rocket or a drone that can be thrown over your shoulder can shut down the entire strait. I started telling you guys about the Strait of Hormuz and how this would effectively be closed even by an insurgency in fucking December. And Pete Hegseth, the Department of War's supposedly head, doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He took no precautions to secure the Strait of Hormuz when the war started. Pete Hegseth has the critical decision-making skills of a teenage boy. And I bet Donald Trump hasn't been able to sit through one of these strategic meetings without falling asleep in months. For those who are wondering, the gas prices that you are about to see and this debacle that you are witnessing is what happens when your leaders don't know what the fuck they're doing. Just like Iraq, we saw this exact same fucking thing right after Iraq. And our men and women in uniform are in harm's way based on the decisions of two very incompetent leaders. Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth will be historically held responsible for the biggest strategic blunder in U.S. history. Or maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, drop a follow on TikTok, drop a follow on Instagram. Support my work with $5 a month on Instagram. Subscribe, or with the Venmo in my bio. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
So war is all that's been talked about. They're not talking about it on Fox or CNN. They don't have a clue. These Americans have no clue. That's why it will be so many deaths here in Babylon the Great, man. Because the Lord said they will be caught off guard, man. He's going to come in like a thief in the night. And World War III is at the door, man, to go hot. Now check this out.
I'm on World War III watch this morning after America told Poland that Russia is planning a missile or drone attack on Poland, or in a more extreme scenario, they would claim a GPS malfunction and send Russian troops over the border into Poland. This is a huge deal because NATO has a policy that an armed attack against one member is considered an attack against all, and commits all members to take such action as it deems necessary to help the attacked NATO member, including armed force. This is called Article 5, and Article 5 has only been used once in world history by America the day after 9/11. One security source based in Eastern Europe told a British newspaper that Russia is discussing the attack right now. The attack on Poland could be launched from Kaliningrad, which is a tiny patch of Russian land not connected to the rest of Russia, or they could launch it from Belarus, which is a country allied to Russia.
So as you see, Iran is is gearing up. Russia is as well, and they are major allies. Now this was funny because I got this off X. They're mocking the Iranians because they don't feel like the Iranians going to do anything for the most part. They don't believe that they're going to attack and destroy their infrastructure over in the Middle East as they did before. But like I said, this is pretty funny, man. I was going to play a little bit of it because this is how the guy from Iran does come out.
اینو تا اینجا داشته باشیم. خب بریم برای بعدیش. خیلی هم ترسناک، چشا دریده.
Hey!
نیروهای مقتدر هوافضای سپاه پاسداران انقلاب اسلامی در یک حمله رعدآسا به پایگاه‌های دشمن بی‌ادب در تمام کشورهای منطقه تعداد 400 و 500 و 600 هزار و 2 نفر را از پای درآوردند. بعد دیگه و این غلب و من قبلهم بلبو غلمون.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny. I got that off X, but see, they mocking the Iranians, the Persians, and the Persians, man, is a nation that's been established way longer. Like I think like 4,500 years. They've been established way longer than Babylon the Great, man. And this was um, their last nation that they was planning on taking over, as the military had came out and said it was 7 nations, Iran being the last. So you're seeing that this place is about to get touched by war, and it hasn't been touched before by war by any other nation. So let's get a couple scriptures and I'm gonna end it on that. But let me start at NLT. It's Jeremiah 51 and verse 52. It says, "Yes," says Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, "but the time is coming when I will destroy Babylon's idols. The groans of her wounded people will I be." It's like it will be heard throughout the land. It says through Babylon. It's like as though Babylon reaches the highest as heaven and makes her fortified. It's like it says her fornications incredibly strong. It says, "I will still send enemies to plunder her. I, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, have spoken." Let me read that again in the King James. It says, "Through Babylon," it says, "though Babylon should mount up, it's like shall mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify her height and her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua." So the Lord has planned to destroy Babylon the Great, man. This is the plan of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is the judgment that's coming on Esau Edom in his nation. This is Isaiah 13 in verse 6. It says, "How ye, for the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." See, the Lord's day is coming as a destruction. It says, "Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them." So that's what's going to come when they start to attack Babylon the Great. These people are going to lose it, man. They're going to be terrified because it's never happened. You always see in the Middle East and all these other nations being hit by missiles and war. But when the war comes here, man, these people are going to lose it, man. Especially the elite, your politicians and your president. They're going to lose it, man. They're going to be terrified. Verse 8 again, it says, "And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Whew. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh shall come, cruel but with wrath and fierce anger." So the Lord is going to be, man, mad at this place, man, which he already is, but he's going to show his anger towards this place very soon, man. He says to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners therefore out of it. See, the Lord is coming back to bring judgment on 2/3 of our people and Esau Edom and these other heathen nations, man. This is what's coming, man. This is what's written. Let me get this in NLT. It says, Isaiah 13:9, it says, "For see, the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is coming, the terrible day of his fury and fierce anger. The land will be made desolate, and all the sinners destroyed with it." See, all the sinners destroyed with it. So when the Lord comes, which he's about to touch his place, man, you're going to see a lot of death and destruction. Family and friends are going to be destroyed, man. And there's nothing you can do to save them because this is the judgment of the Lord. This is Jeremiah 50 in verse 9. It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. The arrows shall be as mighty expertmen. None shall return in vain." So when they start to shoot those missiles, they're not going to be turning back, man. They're not going to miss their mark. They're going to hit exactly where the Lord has those missiles to go, man. It says, "And the Chaldees shall be a spoil, all the spoil, it's like all that spoil her shall be satisfied, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua." So the Lord said, these nations that shoot their missiles on Babylon the Great will be satisfied, man. They're going to be happy to hit this place with missiles, man. So if they start hitting this place with drones to crash the economy, all hell to break loose. That's coming, man. Because we don't know exactly how the Lord is going to turn this place upside down, but we know that when the Lord starts to make moves, you notice the hand of the Lord, man. Let me drop down to verse 13. It says, because of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it shall not be inhabited. See, this place is not going to be inhabited. The Lord is planning to make this place, Babylon the Great, from California to New York, a lake of fire. This is the hell that's coming upon earth, man. The second death. He says, because of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. See, it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. So her plagues is coming, man. And those nuclear missiles are a plague that's coming to Babylon the Great. He says, put yourself in array against Babylon. See, those nations that Trump is puffing up against, Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, all those nations are going to surround this place. Even his own allies are going to surround this place. And this is what the Lord says is going to happen. Put yourself in array against Babylon. See, circle this place. It says, put yourself in array against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. See, the arrows are the missiles, man, the thermonuclear missiles. It says, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, the Lord is planning to have these nations to shoot all their missiles on Babylon the Great, man. Let me get this in the NLT just to make it plain. It says, yes, prepare to attack Babylon. All you surrounding nations, let your archers shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, this place has sinned so much that it has reached unto heaven, man. The Lord has seen the iniquities of Esau, Edom, and his nation, and the people that is joined to his nation, man. This is 16, Jeremiah 15:16. It says, cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handled the sickle in the time of harvest, for fear of the oppressing sword. They shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. So you're seeing a lot of people are moving and leaving Babylon the Great, man. Because they know through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he's putting a spirit on them for them to go back to their lands. Because the missiles are going to take this place out, man. This place will be a lake of fire from California to New York, man. All 5,000 square feet of Babylon the Great will be a lake of fire, man. Nothing remaining. Not even the people. So I'm in it there, Lord, when it's edifying. Shalom.